Okay, we have returned to the Waking Sands, so let's give Minfilia the good news.
It is good to see you hale and healthy, Edie. I received word from Ida and Popolimo that you had felled good King Mogomog the 12th, but I'd hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the elder Cetia of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Edie.
And thus that challenge is completed, and we can take the various different resistances options. I'll take the green drop, which provides resistance against heavy. So we still have time before the servers go down, so let's take Minfilia's level 50 challenge entitled The Gifted. The time has come at last to leave Vesper Bay, and Minfilia would apprise you of the final details of the move.
Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seems only right that I shall be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Edie. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to the studying of the nature of the primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well.
Yeah, that will be Alphinode's twin sister. Yeah, the evil twin on day 24 that we met.
Should they require our assistance, I have assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, will you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something. Something important.
I believe we can do that. So let's give Urianger our attention. And see what it is we can do to give him a hand in regards to getting the final preparations needed for the Scions of the 7th Dawn to depart. So yeah, only a few people will be remaining with Urianger here at Waking Sands, but we still can come and visit them and get various stuff if we ever need it. Urianger?
Thou art ever welcome, Edie, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should be rightly consigned to the annals of history? In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis to his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden. No sooner lost than they are found.
Thank you for that piece of wisdom there, Urianger.
Be not offended, Edie. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebearers. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... And then, as Urianger and Edie discuss, a scream from Minfilia.
Whence came that cry? The Solar! 12 forfend! The Antecedent!
I think we know what to do. Yeah. The look of determination says it all, doesn't it? And what has happened to Minfilia as we come bursting through the doors? What has become of Lady Minfilia?
Edie, you must...
I must what? Well, remember this ability back in year 1? The ability to use the echo to go back into someone's memories and see what they witnessed? Yeah, Minfilia was preparing sorrowfully to say her goodbyes. She even had her suitcase ready to go, a big chest.
Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same?
Louisoix Leveilleur was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing.
Yeah, like, that doesn't sound like a voice we want to hear. But then comes this person in white, wearing a mask once as La Habrea did.
An Ascian? Here? How?
How readily you see. You are indeed gifted antecedents.
But you are not like the others. Your robes.
Yeah, typically when we see an Ascian, they wear a black robe. But this one, for some reason, is wearing a white one.
Gifted but ignorant, yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebearers. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you.
You speak of La Habrea!
La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. Yet he may learn from his mistakes.
Then he is still...
Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion.
What are...
And then Tataru comes to the door, not being able to see the Ascian.
We're ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else.
Actually, there is, but Tataru isn't aware of it.
Is something the matter?
Well, there is, but we can't see it.
I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready.
And so, the acknowledgements. And of course, we see the Ascian once again on screen.
It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct.
I do not understand.
Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded.
You know nothing about me. Nothing!
The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation.
La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo.
La Habrea is wrong about many great things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master.
And if we did?
There would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came, in peace, Antecedent. May we meet again as friends.
Can that ever really be possible? Like, yeah, I want to be your friend, but if you force me to do so...
Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the Order, I wonder?
thus away goes this emissary, as it were. And thus coming out of Echo.
I take it there is no need to explain.
Nope, there is not.
Save your concern, he did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill.
Hey, you two. You missed out on all the fun.
I heard a cry! What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students of Ascian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular.
She must be desperate.
If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it.
An Ascian, my lady. Was that what gave you cause to cry out? Yeah, I can see the look on her face. I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen?
I know not and cannot. Find him, Edie. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to.
Pray attend me, Tataru. Yeah, it sounds pretty scary right now what we're having to deal with. But yeah, we now have to go find this Ascian. Okay, after a quick timeout, we are now ready. So, yeah, we gotta go in pursuit of this Ascian in the white robe. So we gotta leave the Solar to do that. Yeah, what now happens next is really a test of whether or not you have the right equipment on. If you don't have the right equipment on, then you will get set back here. Because what you gotta do is not only do you have to search him for this white-robed Ascian, but it's, in essence, you are pursuing him, and he will put up a whole bunch of barriers to get in your way. And it's going to start right over here in this red circle. There he is right there. And we found the guy. Yeah. You looking for me? I am told that you are the Warrior of Light, but I would know for myself. Oh, really? I shall walk north and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we will speak anon. Yeah, and so it begins. Here we go. Chasing the white-robed Ascian. And, for a little extra support, I'm gonna have my Chocobo come out and join me. Yeah, so, as you can see, there's a purple ring in here, and you know what that means. Whenever we breach the perimeter, we are attacked. Yeah, so here we go. Get these things rolled out of the way. Hopefully, because of my enhanced armor and my enhanced weapon, this will be a lot easier. Because the first time I ever did this, I just went in with the default armor that I had obtained from doing the various challenges in the main scenario, but I did not have anything enhanced. So, because of that, I kept failing at the final barrier, at the final hurdle. The last gauntlet, if you will. And the imps are down. Right. That's his first gauntlet. That's the first set of enemies he lays in our path. So the next set is going to come right over here. As we approach this gate over here, another perimeter has to be breached. And this time our opponent is this gruesome gargoyle. Let's take him on. Son of a bit. And we'll do all the various things that I like to do to weaken an enemy, including slowing him down, because that's always a good idea. Let's keep pounding away on this guy. And that one's gone. Yeah, you can see I lost quite a bit of health. And it gets no easier as we go along. Because once we make it to the end of this tunnel and get towards this clearing, we'll see our next perimeter that we have to breach. Thankfully, even though the Yarzons are feral, we're over the required level that they will attack us automatically. So, breach perimeter number 3. Yeah, now they're really stepping up their game. Now they are really stepping up their game. 2 gargoyles, not just 1. And splat. Yeah, you go splat right now. And take this. And a whole bunch of other things too. Gargoyle should be defeated soon. And there it goes. He's dead. Alright. Now to the one spot that always tripped me up quite a few times, and I couldn't take it on until I got better gear. So walking around and getting ourselves to this last spot. Gonna be behind this rock. Yeah, there's the Ascian. But this is his last line of defense right here. 4 of these guys. And this time they bring out the whole fury. And this time they're bringing out from the big ugly mages. But we want to get rid of the healers first, the conjurers, because they are the greatest threat, because we don't want them healing anybody. I should have known better than to do that one move. Alright, here we go. Now the black mages, the thaumaturges. And that one's gone. 1 more to go. Yeah, having higher level gear is so much of a help in this challenge. This is why I did all that grinding beforehand. Alright, ugly. Now that I've defeated your gauntlet, what do you gotta say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself? Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Yeah, now you're next. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that he could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so it shall be again, as it should have always been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Eledibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Yeah, with a smug look on his face, he leaves. Yeah, I do believe we will meet up with him again, but now that we've accomplished that, we gotta check on Memphilia again, so back to the Waking Sands. And this time we can chocobo it all the way back. Yeah, we got what we were looking for, now it's just a matter of returning to the Waking Sands and checking on Memphilia. Yeah, we won't bother with the fate over here, but I don't think I've ever seen that particular fate before, the one where that particular mauled merchant is standing. Yeah, don't you close that gate on me. I'm returning from whence I came. I got what I was looking for. Well, not completely, because all I did was beat up the Ascian's lackeys, but that was it. That was all I could do. Yeah, and all the people from the Immortal Flames didn't even see him. And if they did see him, they were probably too scared to pick up arms against him. So, returning to Vesper Bay. And then let's go ahead and rejoin Minfilia in the Waking Sands. Alright. Now that we have taken care of that, let's go take care of this last thing. Entrance to the Solar. Yeah, it won't be much longer before we're leaving this place. Alright. Minfilia?
Thank the gods you've returned, Edie. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom.
Alright, now my throat is trying to take me to my doom.
I take it our visitor proved elusive? Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so it shall be again? Of when does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of this Eledibus portend much but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions.
And so with that, this challenge is completed. Which means we only have one more challenge left to do here at the Waking Sands, and that's this one entitled Build on the Stone. Minfilia has a final favor to ask of you.
Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamigan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception on nigh for half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the greatest single threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat her with care. It is all I have left of my father.
I believe we can do that. Belonging to Warburton. That's the name of Minfilia's father. And so we shall go ahead and entrust it to Urianger. Because of course he is the Scion's master scholar, and thus there is no one to have this book better entrusted to than him. So let's give it to Urianger. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? This particular book, exactly. The legacy of Minfilia's father, who perished in the parade incident of 1562, when a Gubu broke free of its magical fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah, contains a wealth of stolen Imperial research on the Primals, as well as other information which has yet to be deciphered. So let's give it. The father's final bequest. The daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. While I can imagine the antecedent's pain, upon mine honor I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. And therefore... Oh, Link Shell.
Edie, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given
tongue twister.
Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the 7th heaven in Revenant's Hall. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new aetheryte in Revenant's Hall. After all, it is right on our doorstep.
And so, that is what we shall do. Thank you, Urianger. So, if you ever want to speak to him again, you now get the option to take on some new challenges, including the Primal Fear Challenge, as well as some new challenges that are available. But we'll speak about these new challenges, Primal Awakening, Primal Nature, another time. For now, let's do what has been asked of us, to Revenant's Toll. And so, we depart our home from what was the home of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to what is now its new home, in Mor Dhona, amongst the buildings at Revenant's Toll. So, are you ready to check out our new place of residence? Because I'm certainly looking forward to it. So, I can't wait to show all of you what we're going to be living in now, as far as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are concerned. Yes, here's the entrance, right here. And there's Tataru. Hey there, Tataru.
Welcome, Edie, welcome! This is your first time here, if I'm not mistaken. I think you're gonna like our new home. Well, what are you waiting for? Go in and have a look!
I believe I would do just that. So, into the Rising Stones. So, welcome one and all to our new home. So, yeah, there's Stola, there's Philemon, there's Ida and Papalimo. Ida's working out, Papalimo is just slacking off, I guess. Trying to be condescending to Ida, I guess, as usual. Oh yeah, there's Thancred right over there. Hiding, I guess. And heck, even Alpha Note is here. So, let's go ahead and enter the new solar of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Hey, Lady Minfilia. Oh, and hello everyone else. Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Well, it is certainly spacious.
Yeah, you're definitely a lot larger than the old room you used to have there, Lady Minfilia. Yeah, taking the opportunity to look around. Yeah, she even brought the staff that was hanging up in the Waking Sands.
Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today, we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the Antecedent and I shall endeavour to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea.
Yeah, that's definitely worth approval from everyone. For Eorzea, indeed. Yeah, a lot of reason to be happy about where our new home is. Yeah, and oh, don't take the smile away yet.
A moment of your time, Edie. I would speak of Elidibus.
Oh, Oriange. Glad you came. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Ascian hath been met with silence. Uh-oh.
No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try.
On her own link shell. Ring ring, but
no response. Surely they will not ignore us.
They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst.
No, I will not believe it. An outpost perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their walls are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would have most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate the site unnoticed. but for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both. Oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Ascian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus.
'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are like to yield to it unconditionally.
Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or ochre? Or puce?
Whatever color puce is, because I know ochre is yellow.
And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the Crystal of Darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace.
Yeah, but I was wrong. Yeah, unfortunately, that's true.
He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
There are forces at work we do not understand, Edie. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one.
Of course.
Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed.
One last thing you need to tell me?
Creel, where are you?
Yeah, that was actually the name of one of the lead protagonists from Final Fantasy V was Creel. So while Monfilia is contemplating that... Yeah, there's Elidibus. Your intercession was not foretold. Oh. A rival? Among the Ascians? You object. We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. Well, he is dressed differently as you are. They survived the Seventh Order and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yes, we have two different Ascians trying to accomplish two different purposes. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. But what will we be seeing? That's the big question. So with that, this challenge is completed, and we get the achievement A Realm Awoken unlocked. So, that gives us an opportunity to now declare the end of patch 2.1 as far as main story is concerned. So that means when I join you next time, we'll be starting on the patch 2.2 storyline. And I hope that all of you will get to join me as we continue to help Edie continue on his quest as the Warrior of Light. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will start patch 2.2 by seeing what Monfilia wants us to do for her next, as we begin our journey here in the Rising Stones in Mor Dhona. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.